Hey guys, back again, and today guys we're going to be talking about people that try to sell expensive rare games for a boatload of money when you can clearly see they've found the game in a car boot or a charity shop or worse, guys. So guys, as you know, there is a lot of games out there on any system, including the PlayStation 1, that fetch a high price. From Gex to Skull Monkeys, from Spider, from Street Fighter versus X-Men, Marvel vs. Capcom, the list goes on and on and on, guys. Even some of these Japanese imported games and these games like D, they're worth a lot of money. However, guys, the game in question today, guys, is Cooler World. Now, I stumbled across this game recently, guys, and somebody's selling it brand new and sealed for £350. It wasn't graded, guys. It was just straight up new and sealed, £350. Now, I know that was a very good price, guys, because I see a graded one. A graded one of, I think it was a 90, a 9.0. And that was going for £1,750, which is ridiculous, guys, when you think about what it is at the end of the day. I mean, I collect games completely different to other people. Some people collect them for a hobby of collecting. I collect them to play, guys. I only buy games that I genuinely want to play, or games I missed out on and I want to play them, but they might end up being rubbish and then I'll just sell them back on or whatever, guys. But 90% of the time, I only play games or buy games I want to actually try or play, guys. I don't buy them for the reason that they're rare and they're expensive. It's just, unfortunately, most of the games I enjoy are expensive and rare. I.e., guys, The Crow. Now, The Crow is an absolutely fucking dog shit game and everyone hated it, but however, I had it when I was a child. And I fucking loved it, guys. I don't know what it was. I just loved it. It reminded me of Streets of Rage, but with a 3D aspect. That stupid fucking graphics and the controls didn't bother me, guys. They still don't bother me, guys. And I've actually got that game in my collection today, and I enjoy it. But for some reason, people think The Crow is worth about £100 complete in box. Why? I don't know, guys. But anyway, the game in question today, guys, is Cooler World, like I said. And it's ridiculous, guys. It is ridiculous because to find them new and sealed at that sort of price is fair enough. I'd never buy them, guys. Even if I ever had the money, I'd never buy them because at the end of the day, if it's been new and sealed for 30 years, I couldn't bring it to myself to open it, guys. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm a gamer who plays his games, no matter how rare they are. I'd rather have an opened copy of the game, guys, so that I didn't feel like, holy shit, I've just opened a piece of history. Because that's what it basically comes down to now. It's a piece of history. Once it's got past, it's several consoles old. It's old as the hills. It's lasted that long. It's for these people now that want to collect them, have them graded, and have them on their wall. And, or one day a game museum might open up. I don't know, guys. Me, I don't mind buying a used, pre-owned, pre-loved copy, guys, pretty much, and I don't mind paying the price it's worth to the condition of the game, guys. Hence why I'm going to show you this one, guys. Look at the condition of this. I know, guys, no words needed. I'll let you just soak in this picture for a moment. I can't even believe it. Now, don't get me wrong, guys, the case has got a crack in the front, but the rest of it looks absolutely mint. It's got the manual, it's got everything, guys. It is complete in the box. Complete with scratches in box. However, guys, right, I don't know about you, but I like to have a disc with my scratches. This just has scratches. And I cannot believe the fact that this has been used as a fucking Brillo pad or a sanding disc, and the guy is asking an arm and a leg, guys. Not to mention, he also wants £3.50 on top delivery. He's put the game down as acceptable. Would you call that acceptable, guys? I mean, no matter how I angle it for you, it is absolutely scratched to death. And they're not hairline scratches, guys. They're scratches where your kid has said, watch this go across the floor like a hockey puck, and fucking hell, I mean, it looks like you've been buffing your car with it, mate. I mean, these white scratches, they're well deep. They are really, really deep. I mean, I've only got scratches like that, guys, when I had demo discs back in the day, and I literally would use them as a frisbee, guys. I was an idiot back then. No one ever thought, that PlayStation 1 demos would be worth a fucking fortune. So I used to use mine after I'd got the games I wanted off the demo and bought the real thing. I didn't need them anymore, so I'd use them as a frisbee, guys, and do this, that, and the other with them. I weren't the only one. I had many, many friends that did the same thing. I had a friend that used to use them as bird scarers, or would even stick holes in them and make fancy patterns on his wall with them, guys. So, everyone's different at the end of the day, and, you live to regret it, like they say, but, I mean, like, wow, I cannot believe it, guys. I cannot believe how bad this is, guys. Now, I haven't got to the price, have I yet, guys? I wanted to let you just seep in the fact of how scratched this game is. And we will go to the other pictures, guys, right? So we'll come over here. Here's the other pictures, guys. So, as you can see, it's not too bad. It's got a crack going down there. But other than that, it's all there, guys. Original stickers, blah, 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 blah. It's got that nostalgia for people that bought the game. Like I said, I never had this game. I had the demo, and I really did want it. But for some reason, it was just never in my childhood, for some reason. Maybe my parents couldn't find it. I don't know. I don't know how much of a rare game it was to find or not, because obviously when you're a child of the age when I got these games, guys, I was either at school or whatever. When I come home, my mum and dad would have bought me a new game or whatever, sort of thing like that, guys. Or if my mum and dad went in the second-hand shop, they picked the games, you know what I mean? It weren't something you got to do. It's not like now where I'm an adult, I can pick my own games, guys. But yeah, you see, it's all complete till you get to the disc, guys. And like I said, look at that. Scratch the fuck, guys. We're back there. Now, guys, now you've had time to process how scratched this game is. How much do you think this person is asking for this game? And like I said, I'm not going to name and shame the person. If you guys want to see who it is, you can easily find it, guys. Just go onto eBay, put in Cooler World PS1. There's not too many copies for sale. And when you see the price of this one, you won't find it too hard to find it, guys. But, like, look at that damage, and he is asking £100, guys. £100. I mean, all's to you. All's to you. To the person selling this game, all's to you. I wish you the best. Hopefully you sell it. But, I mean, in that condition, I mean, it doesn't matter how you look at it, even in the small picture, it is scratched to holy shit. And there ain't no way on God's green earth that's worth £100. I mean, I can see other copies on here for $89.99, and they're complete, and they are in a lot better nick than this. I mean, you can, say what you want, guys, but at the end of the day, I'm going to call it. I think this game was found in a charity shop or a fucking local car boot, and they've literally thought, my God, this game's worth a fucking fortune. It's Cooler World. And they look at that and think, yeah, it might be scratched, but someone's going to pay £100 for it. And it's the same condition, guys, right, as a cars nowadays, yeah? And I admit, some people will pay a boatload for cars, And I mean, I've seen BMWs on 2013 plates with 200,000 miles on it, and they're still asking 9-10 grand book price. And it's like, you've gone to Timbuktu and back again in that car, and you want that for it. All the dashboards lit up like a Christmas tree, and now you want all that for it. And some idiot will buy it, guys. And if that said person is you, then, I'm not meaning it offensively. I'm not trying to be offensive. I'm just trying to save you some money and let you know you've been ripped off, because that car ain't worth that. Like, this game is not worth £100, guys. I mean, I'd take the plunge at £15, £20 in this condition, because there's a local game shop not too far from here that would resurface this game for me for about another tenner. And, I've got a working, complete in-box Cooler World that I'm going to play anyway. It's not going to be an item that sits on the wall for the rest of its life. That I didn't mind for £30. But I would never in my life pay £100 for that, guys. And then you got to think he wants £3.50 on top. He wants £3.50 on top, guys, just to be able to send you this game. And I tell you, fuck me. It's got to stop, guys. It's got to stop, because I've seen it happen too often, guys. It's happened with Gex. It's happened with Twisted Metal. You know, Resident Evil 3, I see Resident Evil 3 on here the other day, guys, yeah, and it looked like it had been stuck in a washing machine. I mean, the manual was fucked, the back inlay was fucked, the front cover inlay was fucked, the disc had all sticker residue on it because it clearly got wet, guys. It looked like someone dropped it in a bath, guys. I weren't lying. It looked like it'd been in a bath. There weren't a single part of the game that weren't wet and dried, and then obviously the manual got stuck to the disc, and when they've pulled it off, all the manual still stuck to the disc, and they still wanted $39.99 for it, guys. And I thought, well, I can get it fucking mint condition for $50. So, you know, the idea of getting a cosmetically flawed game is to get it, you know, complete cheap enough that you don't care, guys. Now, I don't know about you guys, but let me know down below. What do you think the book price should be on this one? Because I think, even though it's rare as fuck, in this condition, guys, you're looking at £10. £10 maximum. And if you know it's not going to be worth more than that because, you know, it's that scratched, then you shouldn't sell it. Simple as that. Because it's that fucked. Look at it. This looks like a fucking hieroglyph. Like, what the fuck? Ridiculous. £100. I can't get over it. I really, really can't. And like I said, guys, I know people are going to say, so I'll beat you to the punch on that one. That is, well, you don't have to buy it, do you? No, you don't. You don't have to buy it, no. But I'm just explaining to people that why do you think this game's worth £100 just because it's monumentally rare, but at the same time, it's absolutely fucked. And it's not like it's the only one on eBay. There's like 17, 18 copies of this game going on eBay for around a similar price, if not 10 to 15 pounds cheaper, and they're in a lot better nick. So, I really don't know, guys. I really don't. But at the end of the day, it's down to what personal preference, guys. I mean, all my games, guys, I've only paid around... It's hard to say, guys, because they are different priced. But I've paid as little as £2 for a game on the PlayStation, all the way up to around 40 quid. And the game I paid 40 quid for was... Batman Arcade, guys, the arcade game. And, you know, that game goes for 60, 70, 80 quid all the time anyway. And I got it complete with manual and it's in mint condition. So, you know, it goes to show, guys. Now, the game company I use to buy my games from, guys, I've been buying from them since I've been collecting retro, guys. And they've always given me a very good disc on all games I buy, guys. They've never had a really badly scratched game. They've always been near enough between mint and hairlines, guys, and literally, I can't even show you them on disc on here. You see the games I was picking up the other day, guys, they're like new. They literally are like new. So to see them like this, guys, for £100, and I'm getting them games looking like that for like 10 and 15, that's, you know, it really does show the fucking difference, you know what I'm saying? But, I mean, it's personal preference. It really, really is. I mean, let me know down below, guys, what you seriously think. Would you pay £100 for this? Because I know I damn well for sure wouldn't, but it's that rare thing, innit, you know? Oh, it's rare. It's fucking rare. Anything can be rare, but what makes it more rare is when you pull it out in its mint condition. You wouldn't buy a magazine or a comic book, the first ever one that Stan Lee ever fucking made, but then you found out your cat's wiped its ass on it, pissed on it, shit on it, you've ripped it in half and glued it back together again, and that's still worth the fucking money because it's the original one? Of course it's not. It comes down to people that's looked after this shit that makes it worth the money. Now, that is not worth the money, but... Rant over, guys, rant over. But let me know down below, guys. Seriously, let me know. I would love to hear what you've got to think about it as well, because, wow, I couldn't believe it. I really couldn't. I had to make a video on it, guys, because it's happening more and more. You've got to be really careful when you buy in retro games, because just because it's got a high price tag on it, guys, does not mean you're going to get a mint copy. I've bought games, like I said, £3 and £4, and they've been in mint condition, and they're just common as muck. I mean, I'll give an example, because Rayman. First ever Rayman game, Platinum Hits, guys, right? I paid £4 for that. £4. And it's mint. It's got the manual. The disc is like it's never been played. And near enough 80% of my games like that. And you know, I've paid a little bit more for other games, like I said, like Trash It, stuff like that, guys. But I got Trash It dirt cheap. Why did I get it dirt cheap? Didn't have a manual. However, disc is mint. And, you know, they thought didn't have a manual. I got it for a good price. But it does depend, guys. Really, really does depend on who you're buying from. If they've got a conscience, they'll say, yeah, I grade it right. If they haven't got a conscience and they just think, fuck, it's rare, they'll price it at £1 million and don't give a shit. They'll think if you want it, you'll pay it. But, you know, I just wanted to make it aware that people are selling games in this condition for $99.99, guys. Absolutely ridiculous. But anyway, guys, hopefully I haven't gone on too much about it. Let me know down below, guys. Let me know if you know of these things happening as well. Like, let me know if you had any experiences yourself, guys, where you've gone out and bought a very expensive game thinking, yeah, I've paid that money for it, thinking that you're going to get a good copy. That's where you paid the most for it, to find it was like this, because that is absolutely nuts. And on that note, guys, thank you very, very much for watching. Gameplays will be coming up again soon, guys, and I'll see you all in the next one.